Hi everyone, I'm Srinivas here. Welcome back to my channel. Uh, this session is all about solving the question paper for the year May June 2019 of subject quantitative analysis for business edition 1 for second semester BCom under Bangalore University. In my previous video, I have already solved section A and section B. In this video, I'll be concentrating on section C. Okay, let us start with the section C. Section C consists of 5 questions, out of which a student need to answer 3 questions. Each question carries 14 marks. The first question states like this: calculate mean, median and mode from the following data. So there is the table given. So the solution table. In this, the first 2 columns are given in the question. Marks above 10, number of students are 100. So similarly 20, 97. So now this one need to be converted into class interval with the width of 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on up to 90 to 100. So how to convert this into class interval? So let us try to understand. More than 10 marks scored by student, there are 100 students. More than 20, there are students. How many students are there? 90 students. So from this 2 sentences, we can clearly understand that students scoring more than 10 but less than 20, the difference between 100 and 97, that is 3. The student scoring more than 20 marks is 97, but the student scoring more than 10 marks is 100 students. So students scoring more than 10 marks but less than 20 marks is 100 minus 97, that is the frequency, that is 3. Similarly, you follow the procedure for getting the frequency value for all the class intervals. So 20 to 30, just subtract the next subsequent value. 97 minus 87, you will get 10. 87 minus 74, you will get 13. 74 minus 50 is 24. 50 minus 37 is 13. 37 minus 25 is 12. 25 minus 17 is 8. 17 minus 5 is 12. The remaining 5 retain here. That's all. This is your frequency. So after finding frequency, calculate, the next column states less than cumulative frequency. So less than cumulative frequency is the first value 3 retained in the column. So 3 plus 10 is 13. 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 plus 24 is 50. 50 plus 13 is 63. 63 plus 12 is 75. 75 plus 8 is 83. 83 plus 12 is 95. 95 plus 5 is 100. So this is how you will get the less than cumulative frequency. So after finding this less than cumulative frequency, get a column called as mid value, or we call that as X. How to get this X value? X is nothing but the mid value of class interval. Mid value of class interval. So the first row says 10 to 20. 10 to 20, the mid value is the middle value of 10 to 20 is 15. Similarly, 20 to 30 is 25. So we'll get all the values in a similar manner. Once you get that value, you multiply frequency value with X value, you will get Fx. Frequency value with X value will get Fx. The first value I'll show. 3 into 15 is 45. 10 into 25 is 250. Similarly, get all the Fx values. After getting all the Fx value, just add all the Fx values. You will get summation Fx is 5420. So after getting this 5420, n you already know it is 100. The total of frequency is 100. Arithmetic mean is given by a formula summation Fx divided by n. Summation Fx is 5420 divided by 100. N is 100. You will get mean as 54.2. So the first value has been calculated. The second one is to find median. To find median, the first step is you need to calculate n by 2. N by 2 is, in this question, n is 100, 100 by 2 is 50. So 50, after getting this value 50, just check in the less than cumulative frequency column any number which is greater than or equal to 50. So that will be your median class. So 3, 13, 26 and now 15. It has been already highlighted in yellow color. This is your median class. So 50 is equivalent to 50 here in the less than cumulative frequency. So after finding this median class, apply the values in the formula. Median is given by L plus H divided by F into N by 2 minus CF. Median equals L is 40, the lower limit of median class. The lower limit of median class is 40 plus H is the width, the difference between the median class 40 to 50, the difference is 10. 10 divided by the frequency of that median class is 24 divide into 100 by 2. N by 2 is 100 by 2 minus the preceding value of the median class cumulative frequency. The cumulative frequency value, you are not supposed to take 50. The preceding to that, preceding is 26. After simplifying this, you will get 50. So this is your median. The next step is how to find mode. So the first step need to in order to calculate mode, we need to identify modal class. So how to identify that modal class? In order to find modal class, you have to check the frequency column. In this frequency column, if you observe, the first value is 3, 10, 13, 24, 13, 12, 8, 12 and 5. In this frequency column, the highest value is 24. Highest value is, again I'm rounding off here, 24. That representative class is your modal class. Again, that yellow colored highlighted one is your modal class. That will be used for applying in the formula. So mode equals L plus H into F1 minus F0 divided by F1 minus F0 plus F1 minus F2. So what is L? Again 40, the same modal class. 40 is the lower limit. H is the difference, that is 10. Here the preceding value is 13, that is F0. F1 is 24 and the succeeding value of modal class is F2, that is again 13. So F0, F1, F2, 13, 24 and 13. So those values will be applied in the formula. Simplify this and after simplification add the value to L. So this part you simplify first. After simplification add whatever the value you get to 40. You will get an answer of 45. So that is, so I think you are clear with calculating mean, median and mode in one problem. So the second question of section C is construct Fisher's index Fisher's idle index from the following and show how it satisfies TRT, that is time reversal test, and factor reversal test. The table is given: commodity 2015 and 2018, price, quantity, price and quantity is given. So 2015 and 2018, I hope students know about this. 2018 is current year, 2015 is base year. So let us go with the solution part. So the same table is re-represented here. Commodity, base year and current year. Base year is 2015 and current year is 2018. So base year is represented by naught, that is price is represented by P naught, quantity is represented by Q naught. Current year, price is represented by P1, quantity is represented by Q1. So after knowing this, there are 4 columns. This is what exactly required in the answer: P naught, Q naught, P naught into Q1, P1, Q naught, P1, Q1. Just multiply, it's very simple multiplication. So P naught values into Q naught values, if you multiply you will get this values. So 20 into 10 is 200, 9 into 20 is 180, 4 into 12 is 48. After finding all this, just add all the values, you will get the summation, that is 6, 1, 2, the total of P naught, Q naught. So after doing that, the next column is P naught, Q1. So the P naught value should be multiplied with Q1 values. You will get this values. So it's very simple, I hope. So after multiplication, you just add, you will get 883. The next one is P1 values should be multiplied with Q0 values or Q0 values. You will get this values. Add the values, you will get 1283. The last one is P1 values should be multiplied with Q1 values. That is 25 into 12 is 300. Similarly, you do it for all the values, you will get this column, and the last value is the addition of all the values, 1969. So Fisher's index number formula is given by summation P1 Q0. This is the formula, square root of summation P1 Q0 summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1. Just apply the values, the 4 values, whatever you got in this table, apply these values in this formula, you will get the answer as 215.8 square. So I'll tell you how. So summation P1 Q0, summation P1 Q0 is 1280, 128083 is applied, sorry. Summation P0 Q0 is, summation P0 Q0 is 612, 612 is applied, and similarly other two values are applied. After applying, just divide these two values and square root of that, divide and multiply, and square root of that will be 2.158. Finally you multiply with 100 in order to convert that into percentage, 215.8 percentage. So this is your Fisher's index number. So after finding Fisher's index number, there are two more questions asked is to satisfy FRT, TRT and FRT. So TRT is time reversal test, factor reversal test. The formula is given. Student need to remember this formula in order to solve the problem, but the formula is not so difficult. Student might think it is a bigger formula. Let us go back to this. So Fisher's index formula, you have to remember square root of summation P1 Q0. The same is re-represented in the first part. Summation P1 Q0, summation P1 Q1, summation P0 Q0 into summation P0 Q1. Multiplied with the second part is now wherever 1 is there, change it to 0. So for example, the first one is summation P1 Q0. If you check here, the first value is summation P0 Q1. So 1 is changed to 0. 0 is changed to 1. Similarly, it is done for this value, this and this. So you can remember with this logic the formula. So just after writing this formula, apply the values wherever it is applicable. Here it has been clearly shown. Apply the values here in the formula. After applying, you can clearly check with the multiplication and division logic. 1283 in the numerator, 1283 in the denominator gets cancelled, 612 gets cancelled, 1969, 883 gets cancelled. So ultimately you will get an answer as 1, and hence it's proved. So that's very simple. Time reversal test is proved. The next one is factor reversal test. Factor reversal test is also the same logic. The first part is the same as your previous formula. This is your previous formula, Fisher's index. Remember that. The second part, if you observe, there is a small change in it. Summation P1 Q0 is being changed to P1 is being changed to P0. Q0 is being changed to Q1. Similarly, the diagonal down value P0 Q1 is being changed to P1 Q0. Okay, but the opposite diagonal value, this Q1 P1, P1 Q1 and P0 Q0, Q0 P0, Q0 P0 or P0 Q0, both are same. So the diagonal value, this two values remain same. What is that two values? This and this value remain same. Only this diagonal values gets changed from 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. After understanding this formula, Okay, for your clarification, I'm removing all the marks here. So after understanding this formula, apply the values in FRT and you will get an answer of this. I'll tell you how to solve this. 1283 get cancels here, and 19, sorry, not 19, 883 and 883 get cancels, numerator and denominator. But here 1969 and 1969 multiplied divided by 612, 612, 612 multiplied the square root of that. If you multiply these two values and square root of that, if you do, you will get 1969 divided by 612. Don't convert that into decimal. 1969, if you check in the question, 1969 is P1 Q1 and 612 is P0 Q0. 612 is P0 Q0, hence it's been proved. That's all about this Fisher's ideal index number. I hope you understood with this concept. Okay, the question number 3 states, life of two models of refrigerator obtained in a survey is given below. Find which model has greater uniformity of life. So here you need to find which model, either model A or model B, is having greater uniformity of life. There is a sample table given here, life, number of years, number of refrigerators. So 0 to 2 years, how many refrigerators? Model A is 6, model B is 3. 2 to 4, 15, 16. So the table is given like this. We'll go to the solution part directly. So in this problem, in order to find the greater uniformity of life, the concept need to be applied as we need to calculate coefficient of variation. In simple, we call it as CV for model A and model B. So this has to be done separately for model A and separately for model B and compared the CV values to find the greater uniformity of life. So the first solution table, if you check life, the first column is same in the question. The frequency is number of refrigerator, that is model A. Only model A we are solving here. Model B will be solved in the coming slide. So in order to get coefficient of variation, we need two values to find, that is mean and standard deviation. I hope students are very clear in understanding or solving to find the mean value. I'll just brief out. The first column is x. X is nothing but the mid value. Mid value of class interval. 0 to 2, the mid value is 1. 2 to 4, the mid value is 3. Similarly, get the mid values of all the class intervals. The frequency, the total frequency, n is 50. Add all the values of frequencies, you will get n is 50. After finding x, just get the value of fx. Fx is 6 into 1, 6. 15 into 3, 45. 13 into 5, 65. So after finding fx value, just add all the fx values, you will get 250. So 250 divided by 50 is your mean. That is, the mean formula is given by summation fx divided by n. 250 divided by 50 is your mean is 5. After finding mean, we need to calculate standard deviation. Standard deviation, the first step to find the standard deviation is x minus x mean. So in this problem, we have already calculated mean, that is 5. Each value of x, which should be subtracted with x mean. So 1 minus 5 is minus 4. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. 11 minus 5 is 6. So after finding this, just square the values. 4 4s are 16. 2 2s are 4. 0 into 0, 0. 2 2s are 4. 4 4s are 16. 6 6 are 36. The next column is x in x minus x mean, the squaring, that's all. After squaring, this values will be multiplied with the frequency values. Where is the frequency? Frequency values. The first column, if you check, first row, 6 into 16 is 96. 15 into 4 is 60. Similarly, do it for all the values. You will get the total of fx minus x mean whole square is 376. After finding that, just apply this value in the formula. The formula states square root of summation f into x minus x mean whole square divided by n. I've used a simple formula for calculating standard deviation. So this is the square root of 376 divided by n is again 50 divided, and square root you will get 2.74. I hope you understood with this concept. So let us go with model B. Model B, same. Model B here, the life is same from the question. Only the frequency values will get changed as we'll take it from the question part. So in the first part, life, and this has been taken for calculation purpose. Now in the second part, life and model B frequency values will be taken for the calculation purpose. So in this, the same procedure, again frequency, the total of frequencies and the mid value is of class interval 0 to 2, the same mid values will come. After that, multiply f into x. After finding f into x, the total divided by 60, the summation fx 338 divided by 6, 60 is 5.63, but for the calculation purpose we'll take 6 as the mean value. So each value of x, 1 minus 6 is minus 5, 3 minus 6 is minus 3. Why am I subtracting with 6 is x minus x mean. So each value of x will be subtracted with 6 only for the calculation purpose. Actually, students are supposed to use 5.63, but if you take 5.63, you'll get more decimal numbers. In order to simplify, you can use 6, the nearest value. 5 minus 6 is minus 1, 7 minus 6 is 1, 9 minus 6 is 3, 11 minus 5 is, 11 minus 6 is 5. So after getting this square this values, you will get this. X square, 5 5s are 25, 3 3s are 9, 1 1s are 1. So after squaring this value should be multiplied with frequency value. This value should be multiplied with frequency value. So 3 into 25, 75, 16 into 9 is 144. So again, I am repeating the same procedure what I did for model A. So will not waste our time. So the total of this value will be 364. Apply in the formula, 364 divided by n is 60, and square root those values. N is 60, square root those values, you will get 2.46. So after finding these two values, there's one more comparison slide now. So model A and model B. Coefficient of variation CV is given by standard deviation divided by mean into 100, standard deviation divided by mean into 100. So for model A, standard deviation is 2.74 and mean is 5. So apply here 2.74 divided by 5 into 100 is 54.8 percentage. Similarly, whatever the value you got from B, model B, 2.46 divided by 5.63, 2.46 and 5.63. 2.46 is the standard deviation of B and 5.63 is the mean of B. So that is been applied here into 143.69 percentage. So after getting this variation, now comparison. So there is a note given here. If you clearly understand this note, if the CV value is more, it means more variation. So from model A and model B, model A is having more CV value, so model A is having more variation but less uniformity. So whichever the value is having more, whichever the CV value is having more, so that model is having more variation but less consistency or uniformity. So the model B is greater uniformity than model B. In order to find the uniformity and consistency, you have to select the less variation. The less variation value is 43.69 percentage compared to 54.8 percentage of model A. So which model is better? Model B is better or more conformity, more uniformity than model A. I hope you understood with this. The fourth question is convert the following distribution into more than cumulative frequency and less than cumulative frequency and find the median graphically, verify the result through actual calculation. The table is given, so we'll go straight away with the answer part. So wages, the class interval is given, number of frequency. So first we need to find less than cumulative frequency. Less than cumulative frequency, the first value 10 you just represent here. So 10 plus 35 is 45, 45 plus 90 is 135, 135 plus 55 is 190, 190 plus 10 is 200. That is how you will get less than cumulative frequency. So n is how much? Total is 200. After that, more than cumulative frequency. How to get this more than cumulative frequency is, so the more than cumulative frequency, we can start from the more than cumulative frequency. What is the n? 200. More than is the 200 should be stated. The total number of workers should be applied in the first column of more than cumulative frequency. So 200 minus 10 is 190. 190 minus 35 is 155. 155 minus 90 is 65. 65 minus 55 is 10. So that is how you will get more than cumulative frequency. So these two columns are required for graphical application. But before graphical application, we will solve the median value by actual formula. So before starting with, we need to find n by 2. N here is 200 by 2. So that is 100. N by 200 by 2 is 100. So why this 100 value is required? Now we have to check in the less than cumulative frequency any number which is greater than or nearest or equal to 100. So 110, 45, 135. So 135 is your nearest value but greater than 100. So that will be your, the yellow colored one will be your median class. So after getting median class, apply the values from median class in the median formula. L plus h divided by f into n by 2 minus cf. L is the lower limit value of that median class is 40. The difference of class interval is 40 to 60. The difference is 20. So that is what h is. Frequency is 90 of that median class. Frequency is 90. So frequency is 90. N by 2 is 200 by 2 already applied. Now CF is, always do remember the preceding value of the less than cumulative frequency of median class. You cannot take 135. It is preceding, before to the median class value in the less than cumulative frequency. So that is 45, already highlighted in the red color. Please do remember this. So apply this and simplify, we will get an answer of 52. So after applying, now how to draw the graph to find the value of median. Now to draw the graph, there are two axes required, x-axis and y-axis. In x-axis, we'll take cumulative frequency, sorry, not cumulative frequency, class intervals. And the y-axis will take cumulative frequency, that is less than and more than. So in x-axis, the highest value is 100 and in the y-axis, the highest value is 200. So the scale is taken as x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 10 units and y-axis also 1 centimeter is equals to 10 units. In the x-axis up to 100 it is being plotted, in y-axis up to 200 is being plotted based on the value in the table. Now for plotting less than cumulative frequency chart, compare the upper limit of the class interval to this values less than cumulative frequency. So x-axis will be 20 and in the y-axis 10. X-axis is 20, that is the point here. X-axis is 20 and y-axis is 10. So that point is marked. And x-axis is 40, y-axis is 45. So for 40 and 45, that is the second point. Similarly, do it for all the values, but you have to take only the upper limit values for less than cumulative frequency, so that you will give, after getting all the values, all the dots, just draw a line, draw a curve to join those lines. So that will be your less than or give curve. Now, there is one more than cumulative frequency value should be taken from the lower limit of the class interval. So that is for 0 to 100. For 0 to 100, if you can check here, that is the first point here, 0 x-axis and y is 200, and 20 190. 20 and 190, that is your second point. You can check here, there is a second point, 190. Similarly, you can plot the values and join the lines, you will get more than or give curve. The intersection point, just drop a line and check where it touches the x-axis. If you check clearly, it touches at the point of 52, so median is 52 and the calculation is also 52, and hence true. I hope you understood with this. The fifth and final question: calculate Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness from the following series. So the table is given and the frequencies are given. Okay. In order to find skewness, Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness, there are three values required: mean, mode, and standard deviation. Mean, mode, and standard deviation. So these are the three values I've already solved in the table, but what I thinking now is this problem's already been solved. How I hope by looking at the previous problems, the student or the viewer can clearly know how to calculate mean, mode, and standard deviation. It's been already calculated, and I'm not going to solve this problem. Thus, mean you will get 31, standard deviation 16.24, and mode is 24.61. Apply the value, you will get 0.39. Okay, so simple. I'll give a small hint. Mean is summation fx divided by n. Summation fx is 1550 divided by n, that is 31. I hope students know how to get this summation fx values. The next one is to find mode. To find mode, the first step need to do is the frequency column. Just check which value is highest. Here in the frequency column, the 15 is the highest value, so that is your modal class. So after finding modal class, the preceding one is f0, and the modal class frequency is f1, f2 is 8, and L is 20. So L is 20, H is the width, the difference between 20 and 30, the difference width is 10. So that is H, and F1, F0, F2 values already have been addressed this. Apply those values, you will get more. Standard deviation is you need to find summation of x f into x minus x mean whole square. So this is that value. So in order to get that value, you have mean as 31. So each value of x should be subtracted with 31, you will get this. So for example, 5 minus 31 is minus 26, 15 minus 31 is minus 16. So after getting all the values, just square it, you will get this value. The squaring is 26 into 26 is 677, 16 into 16 is 256, 6 into 6 is 36. So after squaring, multiply this value x minus x mean whole square values into frequency values. So the first value, if you check, 676 multiplied with 4, you will get 2704. Similarly, do for all the rows of that column and add all the values, you will get 1320. So the last question is assignment for the students. Please do it for yourself and practice. After getting this standard deviation value, apply here, you will get the answer of 0.39. I hope you understood with this concept. Thank you all.